Kadosh, Boker Tov, Masechet Ketubot Daf Gimel Amud Aleph 83a1. We're starting a new chapter, Perek Tishi'i, the 9th chapter. Hakotev liishto dinu dvarim eli b'nexayich. Imagine a person comes and he writes to his wife that he has nothing to do with her properties. Right? He's still allowed to come and eat the fruits during her lifetime. And if he dies, he's going to inherit her. Obviously, the Gemara is going to speak about, right, why. If so, lama, so then why did he write? If she sells it or she gives it as a present, it is going to be kayam. It's going to be a good sale because he was mevater. But if he wrote in a document that he has nothing to do with the properties plus the fruits, so he cannot even get the fruits during her lifetime. If she dies, yorsha, but he still gets to inherit her. Rabbi Yehuda argues, he's always going to get the perot until he actually writes that he's not going to have anything in the properties and in the fruits of the fruits until forever. But if he did write that he's not going to have in the properties and in the fruits of the fruits, whether during her lifetime or during her death, he's not going to eat fruits during her lifetime. If she dies, he does not inherit her. Says he does inherit her. If she dies, she does inherit her. He's going to make a condition against that which is written in the Torah. Namely, that's going to make a condition against what is written in the Torah. His Tanah is going to be batel. Says the Gemara, Tani Rabbi Chia. Rabbi Chia went and he taught on the Mishnah. If somebody comes and he says to his wife, okay, now it doesn't say like the Nusach, Hakotev liishto. Did you realize our Mishnah says Hakotev liishto, which means he writes it down in a shtar. Here it says Haomer liishto, if he said it to his wife. So v'chi katav lahachi ma'havi. So what's halacha bemet if he does actually come and he writes it? So says the Gemara, we learned in the Braita. Haomer lechavero, if somebody comes and he tells his friend, Kilu dvarim eli al sadeh sadezu ve'en li esek ba yadi misuleket emena lo amar klum. So a person comes and he says to his friend, Dinu dvarim en li al sadezu. Right, that I have nothing to do with this field, or eli esek ba, I have no esek with this, or yadim sulekim. These are all different languages that I have nothing to do with the field. Whether it's going to be esek with the field, misuleket, lomar klum, it's nothing. Right? Why? Because it's not chal, because he still has it. Okay, because this does not actually give it over as a present. It's just like you're removing yourself, but it doesn't actually help. So Rabbi Yana comes and he says, "Bekotev la ve'oda rusa." We're talking about that he's writing it and he's still on arusa. Okay, and therefore when he's writing this, like Rav Kana says, basically if it's coming to somebody else, so then he could make a condition right against it. Okay, that he's not going to inherit. Like Rava says, how many if she a person comes and he says, I don't want the Takanach Chachamim, even though it was good for my good. Kegon Zu, for example, this. Shomino, we're going to listen to him. What is the Kegon Zu? What is the Kegon Zu? Like Ravuna Rav says, a woman could come and tell her husband, I don't want to work for you, right? But I don't want the parnasa from you, but I'm not going to work for you. Which means I'm going to work, and the work that I do is for my own money. It's mine. You have nothing to do with it. She could actually do that. Why? Because it was a Takanach Chachamim. So since the Takanach Chachamim was for her favor, for her good, she could come and she says she doesn't want it. So even if she's married, she could do that. So Abaye says, he says, no. If she's already married, right, so then the husband in the Nifseh Melug is Yadok Yada, which means he has the same rights. So therefore she cannot do such a thing. Rava says Yado Adifam Yada. He even has a stronger power than she does. Okay, because again, she can't even sell it. She can't, right? That means even though it belongs to her, she can't do anything with it. Nafkamina with the Shomeret Yavam. Nafkamina is going to be if it's going to be a Shomeret Yavam, which means that she's waiting and she's waiting to do Yibum and then she dies. So now we're going to ask the following question: what happens right now if they made a kinyan chalipin? Okay, what's halacha now? Do we say kinyan chalipin is going to actually say that now it's actually going to be chal? Going to be good or not? Some Rav Yosef says, "Midinu dvarim kanu yado." He says, "Are they going to be konem yado from the din dvarim?" Nachman says, "Migufa shel karka kanu yado." He says they're actually getting it from the actual land, from the property. Okay, and therefore the matana is going to be okay. Abaye says, "Mistabra minta Rav Yosef." It's going to be right, mistaber, just like what Rav Yosef actually said. Pegim lo mubet beorer. Right? What are we talking about exactly? Beorer. right? He says, Aval be'omed migufa shel karka k'nimido. When we're talking about somebody that's going to be me'arer, right? So then no. But if it's going to be omed, which means that he's keeping quiet, then you're getting it from, right, the gufa shel karka. So Amar Amima comes in and says, Hilchata migufa shel karka min kanum yado. So the halacha is that they got it from the gufa shel karka. Okay? So Amar le Ravashi says to Amimar, be'omed, be'orer or be'omed? Which case are we talking about? That somebody's, they're rejecting or they're keeping quiet. So says, what's enough kamina? He says, L'Rav Yosef. So Amaleh, he says, Lo shviali. What does it mean I didn't hear it? Lo shviali. Sometimes when a person comes and he says, no, I never heard such a thing, it doesn't mean that they never heard such a thing. It means I don't hold of it. Right? I mean, sometimes it all depends. Sometimes when a person comes and he says, I never heard of that. Does that mean that when the rabbi says, I never heard of that, means he never heard of it, but be'emet, it could be true or no? I never heard of it means I don't agree with it. It's incorrect. Okay? Fine. 2 dots. We learned in Ken Lama Katavla. So why did he write? Meaning, if anyway he's always going to be eating the fruits, so why did he write Dinu Dvarim Enli Benifsayich? So he says if she sells it, it's going to be a good sale. The Tamalay, so why should you just say me? That you're removed from everything. Abai says Yad Balashtar. He said no. When you're taking out money, right? So the one of the Balashtar always has the lower hand. She has a document that the husband wrote that I have nothing to do with the property, whatever it is. So since she's the owner of the document, so therefore she has the lower hand. Since she has the lower hand, we can't do that. So says the Gemara, so he says, why doesn't he also remove himself from the fruits? So Abai says, Mutzina tav mikra. A dalat ktana now is better than a dalat gedola lachar zman. Meaning a small cucumber or whatever you want to call it, a pumpkin now, is better than a big pumpkin later on. Right? What does that mean? That means basically the zechut of the perot, which a person is always tadir, is much better than selling the field. Selling the field is a big bird, right, or a big dlat. But right now, right, the fruits is something right now, so it's much better. So ask the Gemara, maybe we're talking about the Yerusha. Amar Abai says, Mita shchicha, mechila lo shchicha. It's much more common to die, but not to sell. So the person is going to remove themselves. Person will only come and remove himself from something which is not shchiach, but not something which is not shchiach. She says no. When he says b'nichsayich, it's b'nichsayich velo beperotehen. B'nichsayich velo leachar mita. So it's talking about b'nichsayich velo right and not afterwards. Rabbi Yehuda says Olam ochel pere perot. We're talking about that he's going to take out the pere perot. We learned in right Elu and perot. What is perot and what is pere perot? So ichnisa lo karka v'asa perot. She brought in fruits and it made fruits. A land and it made fruits. That's called perot. If machar perot, if he sold the fruits and then he purchased karka and then that made perot, that's called pere perot. So we're going to ask a question. Rabbi Yehuda, according to Rabbi Yehuda, pere perot davka. Is it davka pere perot or dilma adolam? Maybe it's pere perot. Meaning, is it the derivatives that the derivatives continue going or not? Or dilma tabayu davka? Maybe it's both of them and that's it. So says the Gemara, if you wanted to say pere perot is davka, adolam lamli, so then why do you need adolam? Hakamash comes to teach you, since he wrote pere perot, it's like he wrote adolam. It's like he wrote until forever. If you're going to tell me adolam, so it's davka. So then 1 second, so why is pere perot? Why do we need that then? So Kamash Malan, after the katabla pere perot, means even though he did write pere perot, if you did write adolam, so then it's good. Below, and if not, then it's not going to be good. In Team Somar Tarvayu Davka, if you're both going to tell me that both of them are Davka, Tabta Lemali, what do you need both? So says you need them. Katabla pere perot, but if you wrote pere perot, katabla adolam, Havamina would have thought to say pere perot udolochi. You cannot eat the pere perot. Aval pere de pere perot achil, but you could read the pere perot, right? The pere perot. That's why you needed adolam. Right, that's going to tell you that even on all the other generations as well, it's the same halacha. If you're going to tell me it's adolam and you didn't write down pere perot, havamina, there was really behemet only in the perot and not continuation at all. So that's why I had to write down pere perot. Ibailahu, we have a question. Katavla, what happens if a person comes and he writes pere perot? Perot. Here you only write down the nichsaich, but you skipped out the perot. But you did write down pere perot. So what's halacha to do with the perot itself? Mi pere perot you took away from yourself, but not the pere. Lo salek nashe. Well, dima from everything, because when you said pere perot, you included also the perot as well. So pshita we call mile salek nashe. We say pshita you're taking yourself from everything. Tiamar, because if you say pere perot salek nashe, so then what? You're not going to take away yourself from your perot. Given the perot, since you're eating perot, how do you get pere perot? Right? According to your reasoning, which says, you're going to eat pere perot. Since you're going to come, you're going to eat perot. Pere pero mehecha, where you're going to come, you're going to get pere perot. Ela b'deshaira, rather really met from what which you're leaving over. Hakanami b'deshaira, so to hear from that which you're leaving over. Okay, Bezat Hashem, we continue.